Hey guys, Jonathan Guzman here with another install. Now the last install was the Vital intercooler for the WRX 2016 WRX. This is the automatic version CVT. And I gotta say the install now, I mean after a week of driving it, the performance is great. It's exactly what I wanted and expected. Got a stock size intercooler with that high power performance. It handles great, in other words, basically. So I feel comfortable that whatever upgrades I'm gonna do, this intercooler is gonna perform with it. The shifting feels great. The turbo boost is awesome. Still up there at 19 PSI, 19 and 21 PSI. So moving on with today's install, I've got the EGR and the TGV deletes. I gotta say that slowly. EGR and TGV delete. On Facebook, it's a WRX forum. Shout out to all you guys out there. Either way, here are your TGV. Really one of those unboxing and how-to installs. There's lots of videos of that online. Just gonna put these suckers in here, give you a little movie magic, fast forward, rewind type stuff like that. Show you how these look, show you how it sounds, and hopefully I can give you guys a decent video of how it looks. All right, so let's get to it. All right, just wanted to give you guys a quick little check out back here. Let me see if I can give you guys some more light. Anyway, so this is the back end. You see where I took out the intercooler. But as you can see, this is where the work is gonna be. Fun. Alright guys, on the back side is the EGR pipe. Definitely had to uninstall that because I'm also going to be doing the EGR deletes. The driver's side, by the way, is definitely one of the hard parts to get to and to uninstall and unscrew and everything, but just to let you see what the stock EGR pipe looks like. That's mine after driving it. Pretty nice and black there, so be careful with it. It's on the back side, really hard to get to. Hopefully I got that other angle in there nice enough for you guys to see. But yeah, so got basically two parts that I'm doing obviously at the same time. But here's what it looks like if you're ever wondering what the stock one looks like, and I'll show you all the stock parts once I'm done with this whole thing. Alright guys, just letting you know, you might want to take out that charge pipe that you have on the passenger side. Yeah, it helps out with getting to the deletes. Also, word to the wise, if you haven't already done this radiator fan right here is a pain in the ass, excuse me, a pain in the butt to take off because of that stupid clip on the bottom. But that's just what it calls for. So you want to take this radiator fan out carefully so you do not destroy the radiator or your charge pipe as well. So I'm going to take this out, and then this will give me some space that I need because I got to take out the charge pipe as well. Comes off just like that. So this is where that clip goes. You're going to have to get in there like this, and you're just going to have to stay there for a couple of minutes or so. Took me about 15 minutes just to pull that part out because it's such a hard spot to get to. So taking that out, now I'm going to take my charge pipe off. Alright guys, so here are the TGV parts. These are the stock ones, and I already took out the 8 12mm bolts. So basically gonna take the aftermarket ones and swap them out. So we can see right now that, yeah, we got some play. We are definitely loose here. So what I can do is lift this up with some force without breaking anything, hopefully. And you know what? I'm gonna take my handy dandy light here, make sure there's nothing in the way other than the regular annoying stuff that's in the way, and just pull this sucker up so that I can get to it. Let me see about here. And there we go. There There we go, the TGV is right there, so I'm just gonna try and lift this up. And if you have a buddy that can work with you on this, give him a bottle of beer or a 6-pack, because this would help if you have a partner. And look at that. Happy holidays. You got yourself your stock TGV out. Isn't that great? Love it. All right, guys, just again, want to make that very clear. These are the stock TGVs. Obviously, you can tell the difference, and these are your aftermarket TGVs, whichever name brand you go with. And yeah, you're not gonna be plugging this bad boy back in. You're gonna be putting this in. Without plugging this bad boy back in, you're just gonna zip tie that off to the side in a safe place, put some electric tape over it and whatnot, because you're deleting them. So this sucker is no longer there, and we're gonna increase some horsepower with these bad boys. Also, just to give you guys a bird's eye view of what it looks like when everything is spaced out. There we go. All right. So now I'm gonna take this bad boy. Already tested lining it up with the factory one. So here we go. So I gotta admit, out of all the installs I've done, this is going fairly well. And pops right into place. Beautiful. All right, so just in case you guys want to see what it looks like back here, this is what it looks like. Hopefully you guys can see that. I can't tell if you're seeing it properly, but here I'm gonna start going through that and replacing this sucker. All right, so here you go. So finally got to the passenger side, whatever the hell this is called. And the reason why I'm using that word is because this is not easy to uninstall. All right, so if you have the luxury of going into a garage, lifting it up and working from the backside underneath, taking the tire out and all that, I highly recommend it. Or don't take on this job yourself, pay somebody to do it, because this was a pain in the butt. This took me a good 30 minutes to an hour to get out. I want to say 30 minutes, but either way, the thing is, this was really hard to get through. It's not easy to do just from sitting in here. I had to do a lot of blind unscrewing and whatnot. So right now, got this off. You can see how much carbon is in there already. Pipe's not that black on the bottom side, but either way, I'm halfway there. So it's obviously do or die. It's there's no going back. This thing is off. I ain't putting it back. Let's keep going. All right, guys, it's all done. The TGV and the EGR deletes are fully installed. All the screws are screwed in tightly, and the back part of this area right here was super duper hard to get to because of these two little holes right here. Definitely unplugged that. As you can see, definitely got it all out. So connected those two hoses together. The instructions online, I got them, so I was able to follow that, and I had to look at some videos just to make sure I was doing it right. You know, getting a little paranoid doing it here by myself with no backup. But either way, basically just gonna make sure things are zip tied down. All the deletes are in, all the hoses are totally tight together. And so you got one part, you got 2 part and 3 parts that just comes out. And these I'm gonna save for later. I'm gonna grab a tune and then take it down the road, and happy holidays to me and you guys. I'll show you guys the video later on. And yeah, I'm gonna put this all back together. You guys enjoy. Alright guys, I'm about to give this bad boy a nice little test run after a tune from Clark's Tuner online. Got me a nice little tune from him, and did a check earlier, and one of the hoses to the intercooler wasn't properly set right, so it wasn't fitting right. The Mishimoto aftermarket hose didn't fit, so replaced it back to stock. And we're gonna give it a nice basic test run, do some cruising of 45, and then wide open throttle, and see how it goes. But for now, everything runs fine coming out of the garage, if that's even an indication of anything. Let's give it a nice little round the corner uphill here. This isn't gonna really do anything, but at least show us that the hose is tight. it wouldn't go past 3.5, 4,000 RPMs. Now it's going up with no problem. So changing through gears. So yeah, now I can do a comfortable 45 mile an hour test drive, and then wide open throttle, and then we'll be good to go with the testing. All right.
Hazard reported ahead.
All right, 68. Perfect. That did fine. All right, so that was easy. 68 in third gear up to 5,000 RPM. So yeah, and we hit 19.4 PSI on the boost. That means that the intercooler hose that the aftermarket one that I switched out for no reason, I guess, except to change the factory hose, that was my issue on that part. But either way, tuning went fine thanks to Clark tuner. So I'm gonna send him the data logs, I'm gonna go over that, and then everything should be fine, and then he'll probably check it out as to the acceleration rate, and there you go, we're all done. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and if you like it, comment, subscribe, thumbs up. Have a great one. See you guys later.